a very warm welcome to this special presentation. I'm Neha Bhardwaj-Alter and we are at the iconic Pulela Gopichand Badminton Academy in Hyderabad, where champions are made. Tucked away in Hyderabad's Gachibowli area stands a temple of Indian sport, the Pulela Gopichand Badminton Academy, the Mecca of Indian badminton. A place where legends are made and where the spirit of Indian sport lives and breathes. Founded in 2008 by All England champion Pulela Gopichand, this academy has been the launch pad for some of India's biggest badminton icons. From Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu to Kidambi Shrikant and Parupalli Kashyap, the list goes on. What sets this academy apart is not just the medals or the titles, but a vision. A dream that Gopichand chased tirelessly with his family by his side to create a world-class badminton culture in India. I've got to begin by asking you, how has this evolved? From the time you started to what we are seeing now at the academy, how has it changed?
Well, for me, it's been a journey where I wasn't sure I would be playing sport for a career. But as time went by and I started to play, you realize that the basic challenges we have to face in our country, whether it's badminton courts being available, whether it's the shuttles, coaches, gym, recovery, food, stay. These are the fundamental things. I'm not even talking BJH sports science of nutrition, physiology, psychology, biomechanics. I'm just talking basic things. So when I won the All England, I started before that when I started traveling abroad, I realized that there's such a lacuna in terms of infra also, which is needed. So that's the basic thought initially, that if a player is interested to play, I should give them the basics, shuttles, courts, without any interaction, coaching, players, food, training, recovery, these fundamental things. And half your job could be done. And that's what we started off with this idea in around 2003. And this place came up in 2007. And, I think we've been very fortunate to have people who've supported me in this journey. And that's how this whole process.
Now, when it started, and these are stories that I've heard, that your wife was cooking food for the kids who were staying here. Your mom's been such an integral part of the academy. She takes care of everything. Even today, I was being told that she knows exactly where what stuff is. She'll go check on the food. She'll go check on where all the plants are. I mean, everything is taken care of in that sense. I have to though ask you, for the children, for the kids who come here, what has that been like for them? I mean, what is it that they look out for today in a badminton academy, and how are they satisfied with all the facilities?
Well, I think one of the greatest things is if you take me apart as a coach also, I think the biggest success of the academy, and this is the unit of the academy, the family of the academy, is that I can confidently say that right from 2007 till date, we've never had a session where we had to stop because of lack of courts or shuttles or any of those things. I think that's very important, because when you're looking at sport, you can't have your Ramzans and Diwalis and Christmas and your Saturday, Sundays and become a player. You have to have access to infrastructure whenever you want it. And that's what we've been able to bring in here. If you have the interest to play, if you have the desire to actually achieve it, we have the infrastructure which is available. And thankfully, with the coaches and the support staff, whether it's physios, trainers, the entire ecosystem, we've been able to get there. So from a player's perspective, the resources are there. It's up to you how much of heart you have how much of push you can do, and the results are obviously good.
Let's talk about the champions that have been created here. From Saina Nehwal, PV Sindhu, Shrikant, Satvik Chirag.
Pranoy, Kashyap, Guru, Sai, Saurav, Samir, Gayatri, Trisha, Priyanshu. I don't want to miss any. Tanisha, Aishwini. Yeah,
Yes.
so we've got a whole lot of them. Satvik, Chirag. So
Yes.
obviously, I've been very fortunate. I think we've created an ecosystem which bred success after success, and it's been a great journey for me to see Indian badminton rise, because when I won the All England, my belief was if I can win, many of my own people can win. And with that belief I had started off, and with that trust people had supported me, and very happy that these results have come.
I think you're being very modest. I've said this to you before as well. You said that you're lucky that you found these kids. You worked with them tirelessly. I know that you come in first into the academy. I don't know if you still follow that routine, but you were the first person to be here and the last person to leave. And that's what has made sure that this academy has produced these champions. But that's my next question. You know, there are a set of players that you mentor and guide because you see something in them. I want to ask you, how do you see that? It can't just be skill. There has to be something more that you see in a child and you say, you know what, I think she or he has it to make it all the way. I want you to tell me what that is, because a lot of people would want to know. What is it that you look for when you see a gifted child, but at the same time, you know, somebody who's hardworking? What is it for you?
I think it's exciting to see a talent, but to be honest, it's not a rare commodity. You have a lot of people with talent. But really, when you look at people who have a smile on their face, we started sessions only because of COVID. We dropped those sessions, but we would be here at 4:15 in the morning. You want those kids who have a smile on their face in the morning who come up and say, "Boss, I'm ready for it." You want a smile on their face and ready to challenge when they've lost the previous night, and then show up for training again in the morning. You have them with an injury come back and say, I'm not going to come back again and prove it. So I think that ability to show up with enthusiasm day in and day, and this is not like once, twice, this is like for 10 years, 15 years. The ability to show up, the ability to not give up on the face of defeat, I think those are qualities in addition to talent which are very, very important.
Gopichand and his family personally invested everything they had to build this academy. His mother is the unsung hero who's been managing operations and athlete welfare from the very beginning. She's not only supported her son's vision, she's also the loving, motherly presence in the academy.
This is my extended family. This is a family. I treat this as my own family, extended family. Every kid is mine. That's it. Their problem is my problem. I look after everything, every part. In the kitchen, I'm there. In washrooms, I'm there. In rooms, I go there. If they have a problem, if they have monetary problem, everything I will. I don't think they are others. Once they come here, I treat them as my own. So when we started the foundation of the academy, we wanted this academy to be an international standards and to produce more and more Gopichands for the country. That's a dream come true, and so many players are coming up. We started with nothing, but now, yes, we are there. We have given something to the country from the academy. We are very happy. I am everything. I'm everything. I look after the housekeeping, except coaching. I look after everything. I take care of Gopi also.
year, the hallowed courts of the Gopichand Academy played host to a different kind of battle. One fought not by full-time athletes, but by India's finest corporate minds. We're here at the News9 Corporate Badminton Championship. This is where boardrooms have been swapped for rackets and badminton courts. I mean, these are not weekend warriors. Let me tell you, some of the top corporates from all across the country have decided to participate in the Corporate Badminton Championships. There are 64 teams who have registered for this, and some of the top names, and you look at those names and, Dr. Reddy's, Microsoft, Accenture, Infosys, there's Wipro, there's Amazon, Genpact, there's Novartis, Greenco, Schrodinger, Pepsi, Make My Trip, Dell, IKEA, there's Pallavi Group of Schools, there is Capgemini, Wells Fargo. These are some of the big names who are participating in this championship.
Please put your hands together for the restless creative leader, the MD and CEO of TV9 Network, Sri Barun Das ji.
The News9 Corporate Badminton Championship 2025 brought together employees from the nation's top companies for a celebration of sport, spirit and camaraderie. Inaugurated by TV9 Group's MD and CEO Barun Das and Gopichand himself, the event kicked off in style. With over 300 participants from companies like Infosys, Amazon, Microsoft, Wipro, Deloitte, Capgemini and more, this was Corporate India on court.
It's a tough time for our country. We know that there's a battle out there where our brave forces are really keeping it up for us. And I'm sure that under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, our armed forces will come victorious. But we thought that whether we should go ahead with it or not. But then I think I took inspiration from the Prime Minister, where he's often said that the show must go on. So we went ahead with it. I think while the armed forces are doing their duty, our duty is to perform our regular duties which are due from us.
Tough times for the nation. We have to stand together for our armed forces, for the people who are so strongly protecting our borders, and to our leadership and Prime Minister who's given us the security and who continues to do that. For all of you corporates over here, welcome you all to the Academy. TV9, to the entire leadership, Barun, Vikram, you've been great friends. And Vikram has been somebody from my same school. So I think from the time this was thought of, one thing I've really seen is that the News9 network puts it all energies here.
The spirit was intense, the matches fiercely competitive. Over 3 days, the court saw power-packed rallies, dramatic comebacks, and sporting brilliance from unexpected quarters. For many, this wasn't just a tournament, it was a dream fulfilled.
I used to play from 10th. I started playing badminton. I used to really like the agility that players have. So it kind of got my attention. So that's why I like badminton.
Okay. Given that you've been a badminton player, what is the significance for you to be playing here where some of the greatest have been created, right? With Pullela Gopichand, overseeing these stars, PV Sindhu, Saina Nehwal, Kidambi Shrikant, Parupalli Kashyap, and the list goes on. So for you, what has that been like to be, here?
Yeah, so for me, it's like I can feel what they feel. Training here, the presence, the ambience of this court, so it feels a very different kind of ambience this particular place has.
This is a one-of-a-kind corporate tournament. It's on a big scale, so yeah, it's quite a good exposure for the corporate people, and it's quite good for the employees also to play. And I hope that this event is organized every year. If we participate in these tournaments, we get to meet like-minded people from different industries like consulting or like I'm from a programming background, so I get to interact with some top level people also. Like I made some friends from Novartis. They didn't know me before the tournament, but now and then every tournament we meet, so we meet as friends. So it's quite good for networking also.
These were not weekend hobbyists. From former state-level players making a return to first-time participants soaking in the moment, the event saw some inspiring journeys unfold.
It's been quite a long time since I've actually played any tournament, so it's quite wonderful. Just instead of playing on a day-to-day basis, you get to experience the aggression, and a tournament really gives you more potential to see what you are capable of. So it's been nice so far. I started badminton around my 18th, so that's during my engineering days. It just started out as an interest when I saw some college students playing, and I just took up coaching, and it just took me to different levels. Like I played state and nationals. So 2.5 years of professional journey. And after that, COVID struck, and I had to kind of give up that. But yeah, I do continue to play. I've played open tournaments and many district tournaments also. So yeah, so far the journey has been great. The passion has not died yet. And I hope to keep that alive.
We are here to participate in TV9 badminton tournament, and it's a great platform for us to participate for team encouragement, motivation, and it's a great exposure to all the corporate companies to have their employees come and participate, and I think it's a great venue. So we've been enjoying, and our team has been progressing in a couple of events, and it's going great. And big thanks to TV9.
Which is what I wanted to ask you, the fact that it's being done here at Gopi's Academy, the significance of that, and also, you said that this builds leadership and it sort of fosters that spirit of sport, but it's also bragging rights at the office if you win, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's a great encouragement for the talent and their opportunity to expose. And it's not one skill set, right? It's a complete employment that you have to help and encourage. So I think it's a platform for us also to come and participate. So it's a great venue.
The players took part in events ranging across 4 categories, from men's singles, women's singles to mixed doubles and the team event. Each category saw fierce competition, but what truly elevated the intensity was an unexpected sporting rivalry between two of India's biggest tech giants, Infosys and Microsoft. In the men's singles, Anurag from Infosys played a stellar tournament, reaching the final, only to be edged out in a gripping 3-game battle by Amazon's Lohit. Still, Infosys had shown it was here to dominate. In the doubles category, the rivalry peaked. Infosys clinched both the mixed doubles and team title, with Microsoft right behind, finishing second in both categories. In the women's singles, the stage belonged to MS Chinmay from N. Rangarao and Sons. Calm, composed and clinical, Chinmay played with grace and grit to take home the crown. She defeated Bhumika from Qualcomm in a well-fought final.
We've come to the first runner-ups. Women's singles, Bhumika from Wells Fargo. First runner-up, men's singles, Anurag from Infosys. Mixed doubles, first runner-up, Pranav and Vaibhavi from Microsoft. Time to call upon the winners in all the 3 categories. Women's singles, Chinmayi from N. Rangarao and Sons. And men's singles winner, Lohit from Amazon.
After 3 days of intense action, we finally have the winner of the women's singles. Chinmay is here joining us. Chinmay from N. Rangarao and Sons. Chinmay, first of all, congratulations. It was a tough final and it was a tough tournament overall. What do you make of it?
I feel happy to win the finals, and I feel this is a good tournament and a good platform for all the corporate players. It encourages us and it helps us to further play like many tournaments, and it's a good feeling.
The other thing, I was noticing how you were playing, and it seemed like you knew exactly what you had to do against your opponent, Bhumika, and she's actually been very good throughout the tournament as well. Did you have a specific strategy in mind, or did you watch her in other games? How did you go about it, or did you just say, you know what, I'm going to go in and keep improvising as the match goes along?
I thought first set I actually won by 21-11. Second set I keep making rallies, but I was losing points. She was 16, I was 11. At that time I thought not to do negatives. Like playing inside is the key.
Yeah.
Then I did it and it was 22-20. I did more negatives. It came close match.
Yeah.
Then I had a little bit confidence that I can make it up.
Not everybody can win, but let me tell you, she tried hard and played very well. She was consistent throughout the tournament and we were rooting for her. Bhumika is here with us. We'd spoken to her earlier today. She's the runners-up for the women's singles in News9 Corporate Badminton Championship. Bhumika, tough luck, but you played well. Now you just told me that you're down with fever, so even tougher for you. But what was it like playing the final? Give us the moment where you felt like, okay, this might be just running away from me.
Yeah, so it was nice playing the finals, especially with a friend I knew from Bangalore. Played some open tournaments against her. So it was really fun to actually play after such a long time. And first set was a little hard to get into the rhythm, but the second set was pretty nice. I mean, we had a tough match going on. I think I should have focused a little bit more on slowing the game down and using the mind more rather than the body. So yeah, so I think that's where I felt I lagged a bit.
The closing ceremony of the News9 Corporate Badminton Championship 2025 brought together sport and stardom. The final honours were presented by none other than Pullela Gopichand, the architect of India's badminton revolution, and Pushpa's film producer Maitri Ravi, adding a cinematic finish to a sporting spectacle.
Very, very good initiative from TV9 Network to bring all the corporates for this tournament, and I hope it goes on years together. And also the participants, I hope it will be in a huge number from next year, and it's a very, very good initiative, and I hope TV9 will continue this practice, and it is a very, very big hit.
At first glance, the badminton court and the boardroom may seem worlds apart. One is about movement and physicality, the other strategy, decisions and data. But if you look closer, they're not that different. Both demand discipline. Both reward preparation. Both challenge you to lead, to adapt, to compete. And that's exactly what came alive at the News9 Corporate Badminton Championship 2025.
The second runner-up, Pramada from DPS.
Congratulations to not just the winners, but those who fell short. Because in sport, just like in life, it's not only about who stands on the podium. The real victory lies in showing up, giving your best, and lifting others along the way.